Hello everyone, welcome along to another episode of Planet Zoo where I still haven't changed my key bindings. And today we are going to be working a bit more on the India section. We've done quite a lot of work over here in the Americas section. I've still not done anything off camera over here. I've done like some administrative stuff off camera, sorted out some of the exhibits and things like that. We have the inspector. Vet research is complete and mechanics research. Getting quite excited about the mechanics research. Continue on with that. Habitats are complete. So we're best mechanic working on transport rides now, which is the last thing that we need. I've done my handshakes, all that kind of thing is sorted. The inspector is at the zoo, but I would like to see. That one should be fine. I'm worried about this one. Well, the red ruffled lemurs get 5 stars straight off the bat. Oh, the Ghosty, let's see. No, this should be fine. Yeah, should be fine. We should hopefully get 5 star zoo because we're at 4.5 stars just now. We have 1,444 people in the zoo, but we're going to keep time running to start with while I get rid of a heap of trees. Did I get rid of anything? No, I didn't. I want to clear all these trees out of this area all the way up to the map boundary so we can see where it is. I know I could just like reuse these trees elsewhere, but I don't want to. Are those trees in there as well? No, they're outside the map boundary, which is good. A couple of things that we need for the India section. They require their own staff facilities because they don't currently have it. They're sharing with the entrance section. Over here, they're using the staff keep, which is causing some issues. There's too many staff all using the one set of facilities, so they need their own, and all we have in the India section is elephants. I'd like to change that. There's quite a few animals that are from the Indian region, so I'd like to get some of them in. I've already purchased some Indian peafowl. They're sitting in the animal trading centre just now. I've not put them out or anything like that, obviously. I don't know where to put them. But I would like to do it like a walk-through habitat for them at some point. That might be today, it might not be. Hopefully it is today, but there's a couple of other animals I would like to get today. The other thing I'd like to do is I'd like to keep an eye on these red ruffed lemurs, because I need to know when these kids are going to grow up. Yeah, well, that's fine. Because I want to trade the kids out for conservation credits, because we're at 402 conservation credits, and some of the animals that I want are going to cost a lot of conservation credits. What I was thinking is we could maybe, at some point off camera, I'm thinking here we'll have a nice big, really big habitat right here, possibly with like a footpath that goes right over the top. But we will see about that. I'm not worried about that just now. As far as the path goes, I've put a slope in here because I would like the path to come like down this way and have a branch off up here. Because this is going to be like an Asian section up on a bit of a hill here. It will probably slope down and we'll have more mountains and things dotted around. But I'm not going to worry about that today. Same over here. Path, like I said, path's going to run up and then branch off, and there'll be probably an African section over in this general direction. VIP guest has arrived at your zoo. I will take those conservation credits, thank you very much. But what I'm going to do is, I think we will jump into a bit of a time lapse. Like I said, we need staff facilities, and we're also going to need to get some more habitats in here. So I'm going to plan some things out in a time lapse, and I will see you guys on the other side of that. Okay guys, here's the habitat I built. It's not a peacock enclosure if you can't tell. We're just waiting on another pop-up at the side there, and then I can show you the animals that I've got for here. You'll notice the conservation credits have gone down. There's the pop-up. I'm properly excited about this. No. It's this that I want to click on. No, inspector's left, and we're so close to a 5-star rating. Animal rating's a bit low, guest happiness rating's a bit low. It's, I mean, inspector rating was 5 stars. We, of course, have Bengal tigers. Very excited about this. And I'm even more excited about the fact that one of them is an albino. So I'm quite happy with the staff facility. It's not exactly what I wanted to do, but I went for, I didn't colour these corrugated metal this time. I went for the steel ones because I wanted this to feel a little bit more new. It's very clean. I wanted to have sort of a different feel to it. But a door here, sort of like a little balcony. Didn't know what to do with the roof, so I just kind of did some things. Hopefully you guys like it. Let's get rid of that. I also put in some like water and power in there, and we've got a little continuation of the river here. We might put some rocks in to make it seem like they join up, but obviously they don't in reality. They don't need to because we've got another water treatment plant. I see one of the animals coming in. Which one is it going to be? That is a big box. If they could just... I think that's got to be the thumbnail for today. Look at that. Those are some very awesome animals indeed. I do like tigers. I wouldn't say they're my favourite animals, but I do like them. They are definitely up there on my list of favourite animals. Now, before we carry on, let's pause, make sure they're actually happy. There's some genetic issues, if I can remember where the genetics are. There. Right. Longevity of our male isn't the best, fertility is not the best, and our female fertility is a big issue. Fertility is at 0%, but it doesn't say that it's infertile, so let's just hope with a bit of research we do get some baby Bengal tigers. But they're happy with their size because it's quite a large habitat that I gave them. No particular reason for it, I felt like this was the right size to do it. It was behind the staff facilities. This seemed right, and I wanted to curve the path a little as well. So before I forget, because I always forget to do this part, let's set the education boards up. I didn't forget to put in some donation bins. I did that off camera, I believe. I did a few little bits and pieces off camera, like our red ruffled lemurs. More of them matured, so we released them to the wild, because I want to start releasing animals to the wild. That's the whole point of having a zoo, in my opinion anyway. Breed them in captivity, release them to the wild. The more endangered they are, the better. What do we have here? More rewards. I will take all the rewards. We're sitting okay for money. We're still over the 200,000 mark. It's not going up particularly quick, but hopefully with the addition of the Bengal tigers, we will start to see people flock down this way. Let's see if it's updated yet for most. Most appealing is still the Indian elephants. That may change though, because well, Bengal tigers. Let's see. Welfare is low. Habitat isn't a great. Enrichment's obviously down. Let's work on the terrain painting first of all. They want more short grass. I want to give them short grass up the front here. Is that making a difference? I don't feel like that's making much of a difference. That's because that's long grass, that'd be why. It does help when you're painting textures if you actually choose the right one. Just a little bit more. Okay, happy with that. They want more soil. So I'm going to put soil back here. Let's make this a little bit smaller. And put it around their feeding thing as well. And let's just dot in a few patches here and there. Something like that. Everything else they're fine with. They don't mind some sand, so... We'll do that. We'll add a bit more soil in at this end. Everything's still fine? Cool. Environment, they want more plant coverage. Which is fair. Now, although it says continent is Asia, I'm pretty sure I got the right type of tigers. Yeah, India. Like I said, the areas don't have to be exact. That's why we're having the crocogators in the American zone. They're basically just themes with rough representations of animals. So if I'm a little bit off with some of the areas, it's fine. There is also heaters in here. I should point that one out. I hid heaters under the ground. So, continent Asia. And they want tropical, grassland, and temperate. Now let's see what we can get them. Preferably not a giant birch tree. I mean, bamboo seems like a good choice. I'm also going to put some things out here. That looks a bit weird. Something like that. It's not really doing it for other plants, but it's working for coverage. Let's put a couple of these in. Preferably not growing on each other. There's a little shrub going on back here. They're happy with all that so far. They fine with that? Yeah. Let's move this one more like that. Don't always have to use stones to hide the fact that water doesn't connect. Not doing much for their coverage though. We may need to bite the bullet and give them a fairly big tree. I feel like that tree might be a bit big. They like it. I don't want it there though. These are really nice looking actually. Need a tiger selected to make sure that they're not miserable with what I'm putting in though. No, they like them. We'll put a little patch of them down there because I like how they look. I think they're quite nice looking. Let's see what else do we have the choice of. Not sure if that necessarily looks right. Yeah, no, don't like that. It's a massive tree. What about these colourful trees? I don't know if I don't mind them. Let's put a little one in. Something like that. Bit of colour to the place. It's very looks very planned, doesn't look very natural at all. Not to worry. Not sure if this stuff's climbable or not, but I'll not risk it. I don't want him climbing out. And I say that's just an awesome tree. Let's put this in with our pretty plants over here. Let's make sure they're happy with that tree. I hope they are. It's pretty. Yep, they're happy with everything that's there. Now let's work on some enrichment. I'll dot these around randomly. We'll give them a box. Who doesn't love playing with a box? And can hunt a little zebra. Now that is cool, but no. Do they climb? I'm not sure if they climb or not, actually. Also not sure if I necessarily want them overlooking the elephants, though. Let's double check, make sure they're happy with everything that's there. They seem happy. Let's check the heat map and see if they can climb, though. They can indeed. That's pretty cool. Well, what I'll do then is I'll go to Habitat and let's get rid of this heat map. Of course. Do we have guests up here already? We most certainly do. Let's see if still the Indian elephant's the most appealing. We've got 71 animal, 18 different species. That obviously includes the exhibit animals as well. I keep getting this staff notification that they can't get into either of our American habitats, but it's not true. I've checked, they can. They're just lying. Let's go to staff. Which vet is it in our India section? Liz. Alright, let's name them. So I can always tell which one's which in this screen. So you need to research the Bengal tigers immediately. I want baby Bengals. I like this. This is quite nice. Now the fences are all up to scratch. They're not climbable, as you can tell by that. Now let me know in the comments down below if you're happy with my choice of animal here. Lazy tiger. It's a big kitty. Should have known that they could climb. That was a really stupid thing for me to say, actually. Can cats climb? Wouldn't know. I only have 2 cats. Where's the other one? Where's my other tiger? Is it in a tree or something? It's up there. Look at that. Kind of want that as the thumbnail now. Either way, it's definitely going to be a screenshot. Might end up on Discord. The screenshots that I take that don't end up as thumbnails I usually put up on Discord and things like that, so for a little bit of a teaser, spoilers into future episodes, you can always head over to my Discord. The link is in the description in case you guys are wondering. Shameless self-promotion there. Right on the edge, yeah? I want one of these. Somebody in the comment section, go and buy me a Bengal tiger. I will be your best friend forever. I might even let you pet it, maybe. No promises. Let's see, our Bengal tigers, they're bringing money in over here. Are our elephants still bringing in money? Of course they are. Nobody's coming down this way, but that's fine because they have no reason to. I put in a couple of security cameras as well because of the dirty, dirty peasants that we call guests dropping litter everywhere. I'm not sure if you noticed in the time lapse, we have a baby bear. We have a baby bear and baby bears. Many guys think ticket prices are underpriced. Good. That means that I can charge more. There is Swindle. Our not so tiny bear. Yeah, bears are awesome too. All animals are awesome, but the ones I have in the zoo are particularly awesome. Especially these how do we say it again? I keep forgetting how to pronounce these. Okapi, I think is the right pronunciation. If you looked at these, if you drew one of these badly, like a child would, for example, you would think it is a made-up creature of a child's imagination. It's part zebra, part giraffe, part horse. It's cool. Almost doesn't look real. Now, I'm not going to worry about our exhibit animals. We obviously have a lot less red ruffed lemurs now, and as you can see, they are now climbing on their thingy. Their climbing thing. And it looks like they're thoroughly enjoying it, which makes me super happy because I was worried that I was going to have to get rid of it. But I don't. How's our Effalumps getting along? Naria is still an infant. This is fine. Let's keep up with our research here. I want all of the viruses researched. Nice little crowd gathering here. Now obviously I have reduced the amount of guests that you can see, but we do have 1,753 guests. I was getting frame rate issues. Look at all of them down here. With all the people passing through here, how are these donation bins doing? 3 grand. Nice. That'll pay for my staff wages. The grizzly bears are actually bringing in more money than the wolves. What's that all about? I've been getting conservation credits from this community thing here, which is release, what was that, 800,000 African animals to the wild? 1 day left. I don't think I'm actually going to get Well, actually, I will. I think I get an animal when it ends. I would like 2 or 3. But I don't think I have any more African animals to release. None that I particularly want to release. You know what, let's go up to 20. 20 and 19 for our ticket prices. Thirst's an issue. It's fine. Not worried. I always push the wrong button. Obviously, we don't have any lighting or anything like this up here. I've not done any of the lighting underneath any of the foliage in here or any elephants, I've noticed. I might do something different here. I might stray away from the rainbow trees that we have everywhere else. I might change the colours of the rainbow trees as well. I like what we've got going on here. Apart from the greens, I like how it's sort of more washed out pastel colours there, and I might make the entrance more bright. Pinks and purples and reds and things, and then do India. Well, India will probably be purples and oranges and things like that because that's the colour of my donation bins. But speaking of India, I think what I'm going to do now is I'm going to do a bit of a jump cut where I'm going to build like a bit of a, basically a peacock enclosure, to cut a long story short, and we're not going to put the animals in it or anything like that. I'm not going to finalise it or any of that kind of thing. I'm just going to lay it out, and we'll add a detail to it in the next episode because I don't want to do too much off camera. But I do want. I don't really know what I want to do with them yet, so I'll play around with a bit of that off camera, and I'll bring you guys back, and you guys can let me know what you think before the next episode is recorded. I'll see you guys in a second. Okay, guys, I was not quite finished what I was doing, but I thought I'd bring you guys back for this moment. Don't worry, looks bad. It's not dying. Look at that, we've got another newborn animal in the zoo. We got a male okapi called that. Have fun with that one in the comments section. I have no idea. Not even going to attempt it. I'll show you what I've done so far. Once we get past this lag fest is the entrance. So I've not kept it playing for too long. I just I had to do a game update, like let the game update so I could check things out, and that popped up. Over here we have some stores and some toilets. This will all get decorated, and then here we have another one of my famous wooden temporary habitats here with this in the middle. Obviously I need to do some work on like getting rid of the grass out of the middle. Probably worth doing. Let's make sure these paths are actually fully painted in. I didn't paint these paths in, this is just the path with obviously sand on it. Same with this one here, everyone's already going down to use the facilities down there. Now we are going to need to put another water treatment plant in somewhere, but I was just looking at this. Let's get rid of that. Just looking at the heat map, we've got power over here, but water just touches it, so if we were to put peacocks in here, it just wouldn't work. Let's see how we're looking for negative effect on guests. Well, I mean, they do create a negative effect on guests, but not too much of one, so I think we can get away with having one on the path here. So if I go to facilities and power and water, as much as I like having a heat map, that's not what I wanted to do. Try that one again, and oh, go away. I think right about there. There we go. Clear all of that junk off the screen, have another look at the heat map, and double check that that isn't going to negatively affect guests. I don't think it will. We'll probably need to put it into... oh god. Probably need to put it into a work zone. That's not what I wanted to do. Work zone 4, let's get rid of that. India, edit work zone. And that enclosure as well. Just now I'm just going to name this one Tigers, because like I said in the previous episode, I haven't actually looked at the comments for the previous episode yet, but if you want to sponsor animals in the sense of have your name on the habitat, let me know in the comments down below what animal you want to sponsor and why, and I will pick the best ones for each habitat. So far all we have is various bears. The explanation into why it's called that is in the previous episode as well. I think it's fine. We're gonna like hide this path here. Like the guests won't be able to see this path for the most part, but I am actually going to join the two of them together here, so that staff can actually go and use the facilities easier without having to walk all the way around here into the entrance and then all the way down here. Sort of opens it up. A little shortcut for them, if you will. But I think I'm going to call this episode here for today, guys. I'm quite happy with the progress we've made. We have Bengal tigers. We're well on our way to getting the peacocks, or peafowls, whatever you want to call them. I've always known them as peacocks, but the game refers to them as peafowls, probably because of the second half of the word, which is fine. But yeah, quite happy with this. Put bins in. More offspring from the exhibit animals. The exhibit animals make us a fortune. More offspring. But they're kind of frustrating. Very needy. 3 in a row, really? Oh, the tigers. You know what, I'm actually going to rename this tiger. I'm going to name it after one of my cats, my older cat. Because I think my daughter will get a kick out of that. Yes, I have 2 cats. One's called Freckles, that's a little kitten, and the other one's called Cupcake, who is Freckles' mother. Did have more cats, obviously, but just look at that! That's basically what Cupcake does anyway. Okay then. Oh, these are cool. Tigers are awesome. Look at all the offspring. I'm gonna have to maybe get rid of the Titan beetles. We're back to earning good money again, which is fantastic news. How's our Bengal tigers doing with donations? Decent. Pretty decent. Are the elephants still our best animal? Yes, they are, but that is fine. Elephants are also cool, but they're not tigers. Obviously, that would be weird. I'm happy that they're using this. I put this in as a whim. I need to move that sprinkler though. Let's put the sprinkler. Let's actually put it up here. Of course. Yeah, happy with this. Now we'll work on getting our peafowls, peacocks sorted in the next episode. I do have one albino. If I go to animal trading and then in here, you will see that I have 4 female, 1 male, and I have an albino female, which is cool. So hopefully we get some albino animals on the go. Still have the crocodiles. We're going to have an actual crocodile habitat as well, but we're actually going to have 2. We're going to have one that we're going to call the crocodiles because of the alligators in America. Really think that should be in there, but that's just me. And then we're going to have actual saltwater crocodiles where they're supposed to be. But, like I mentioned before, I'm going to call this episode here before I get distracted by the kitties. Which I'm looking for again. Where are the kitties? I want one. At least they can use the water. I was actually worried about that. I forgot to check. But yeah, going to call this episode here for the third time. Hopefully you have enjoyed it. If you have, don't forget to hit that like button. If you're new to the channel, you can always, of course, hit that subscribe button. That would be very much appreciated. You can also ring the bell icon. That way you get notified of every new video I post, which obviously includes Planet Zoo videos, as well as some other series that I've got going at the moment, as well as any live streams I have planned for in the future, of which I have many you might be excited to know. On top of that, you can follow me on Discord. Like I mentioned earlier, you get little spoilers of the screenshots I take while I'm recording these episodes. The link to Discord is in the description below. It'd be very much appreciated if you could head over there, say hi, and I'll be your best friend forever. You can also find me on Twitter. My Twitter name is on the screen in front of you just now. So head over to Twitter, drop me a follow, and that would be pretty awesome. And as always, have a wonderful day. Why can I not move the camera? My camera's now not rotating. There we go. Yeah, as always, have a wonderful day. Get some rest like Cupcake here. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye for now.